Hello! Welcome to Duncan Egg Bricks and to a first for the channel, which is a review of a LEGO Speed Champion set number 76900, the Koenigsigg Jesko. Right off the bat, I'll just issue a disclaimer about my pronunciation. It may well be Jesko, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing Koenigsigg wrong, but we're just going to stick with that for now. So yeah, this is a Speed Champion set. It's one of the 8-wide variety. It's not the first set that I've actually got my hands on. I've had 3 previous Speed Champion sets, one of the 6-wide versions, the Mustang, which was pretty good, and then 2 that I got when the 8-wide series first came out, which were the Ferrari F8 Tributo and the Nissan, I want to call it a GT something. I haven't got the information in front of me, but they were both pretty decent sets. The reason you haven't seen them is that I took them apart and put them back into my various drawers and things, partly as a result of not having enough space, and also I cannibalised them for parts, particularly the Ferrari, which a lot of those pieces went into my Hogwarts Express. But I think I'm going to try and keep this one together, as it's a very nice set, and yeah, I'm very happy to bring you my thoughts on it. It was a wonderful build, and it's not very expensive, so if you can get your hands on it and fancy an intricate build that's really satisfying to put together, then go for it. Right, let's take a look at the single figure that comes with the set first. So this is obviously the driver of the car. These sets only include 1 figure per car, although they can fit 2 minifigures side by side. This is a really decent minifigure. The overall colour is dark bluish grey, and then it's got some black and sort of light blue, or light bluish grey rather, or silver highlights. Got the Koenigsigg branding on the back along with the logo, and similar around the front. It's a kind of track day jumpsuit type thing. Comes with a fairly generic face and a black helmet with a trans-clear visor. Also comes with a wrench, and this is dual purpose. Partly it's for him as an accessory, and it's also useful for us big figures. We can use this end here to actually take out the wheel insert. So it's quite a useful thing. Something they've started doing recently, which is really useful, is including alternate hair pieces. So he does come with one. It's just a generic short hairpiece in very Weasley orange there. It's actually the dark orange colour, and I think that's very appropriate. It's a good hairpiece because it actually allows him to fit inside the car with either the helmet or the hairpiece, and I know that's been a bit of a problem in the past. I believe he only comes with the one face. Yep, just a single face. But to be honest, you're not buying this for the figure, are you? You're really buying it for the car, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. So here is the Jesko, or the Jesko. This is a really nice looking car in real life. It's got very fluid lines, and of course that's always going to be difficult to interpret in LEGO, but I think the LEGO designer has done a really good job of it. Obviously you're still going to end up with some sharper lines than you would on the real thing, but I think overall, considering the parts available, I think they've done a really good job. And there are some parts, especially like the line along the back coming down onto this half-cut 2x2 tile, and then the angles around here, and even the bonnet as it comes down, it's actually hinged so it moves down a little bit. Those angles are really nice. You could debate about whether the windscreen is appropriate, given that the real car has a much smoother rounded windscreen, but again, you know, using the LEGO parts, it wouldn't be fun if they just made specialised parts for everything. So yeah, this uses the base, which is it's a sort of 6-wide basis to make an 8-wide car, and then in the middle it has studs which enable 2 figures to sit side by side. Don't know if you can see that very well inside there, possibly not. I'll just try and adjust my light. So yeah, there's actually 5 studs worth across the middle, all offset by 1 stud, so you can have 2 figures and then room for a sort of centre console type thing in the middle. It does mean that the steering wheel is offset by half a stud, so that's a little bit of a shame, but nothing you couldn't mod if you tried hard enough, I'm sure. The interior detail is fairly basic. There's no dashboard detail or anything like that, but you do get a microphone piece in unprinted light bluish grey, acting as probably the gear shifter or gear selector. I don't know if this is an automatic or a manual. The seats inside are nicely made up using different slopes. It really is this kind of intricate puzzle of maths fitting this all together. You know, it's some brilliant work. It obviously took a lot of time to get things right. But anyway, yeah, around the back, actually, I find the shaping is probably done the best. This piece, which is normally used in the bonnet or the hood of cars, has been well inset inside there to be a large exhaust at the back. And then there's some good shaping using pieces and also stickers. There are quite a lot of stickers, it does have to be said, with this set. I do have the spent sticker sheet just here. So you can see, yeah, there's quite a lot. Headlights are stickers, these pieces on the back are stickers here, there's a sticker there, more stickers. In fact, these pieces here have 3 stickers on them each, so it's a little bit tricky to line them up. In fact, if you are building this set, these stickers get put on relatively early, before the front half of the car is built. I would put these 2 on, leave this off until you've actually placed the windscreen, because then you can line up where those are, because this is meant to be a continuation of the windscreen, and I think it does look better if you can get it, particularly that side. I've managed to match it up really well. But anyway, no, I don't think the use of stickers is too bad. Obviously it would be better if things could be brick built overall, but there are just some things you can't do. You know, details like the badge on the front and this line right in the middle, the amount of building it would take to actually get those details in, you wouldn't be able to do anything in this kind of scale. Though, of course, things are different the bigger you make them, so I would like to see what people can do. In fact, I have seen what people can do at a larger scale. The spoiler on the back is really well done. It's probably a bit bulkier than it really should be, but that does make it a bit stronger. It's actually supported by a 1x1 round plate trans clear in the middle just there. Just keeps it hovering 1 plate above the deck. And that's necessary because this construction gives it a little bit of wiggle room. I think it's an acceptable cheat. Obviously, the real car would have this just fixed at the front here. There's no detail in terms of the engine, but there are some trans dark brown or trans black pieces inside there to suggest the engine cover. And yeah, just overall it's a really smooth and really clever build. I'm not the first person to point out, actually, but the nice part usage at the front is this lime green cleaver piece inside there. You can just see the end sticking out. That's attached quite far back inside there, and once you've closed the front of the bonnet, you really can't tell, and that perfectly captures the I think it's the splitter at the front just there. You can see there's some blue and yellow colours here. Koenigsigg is a Swedish company, so, you know, very Scandinavian overall, a Swedish car made by a Danish company. And actually, I won't take it apart to show you, but inside there, as you build it, under the rear, there is actually a Swedish flag made of bricks. So if you look down on it, there is actually a Swedish flag. It's completely covered up by the time the build is finished, so it doesn't affect the overall build. It's just a nice little Easter egg that the designer managed to put in there. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this. The wheels actually are new parts for this iteration. They're actually one piece, everything except for the insert, which is removable, like I said, using the wrench piece. Just get that under there, pop that out, and then underneath, yeah, the tyre and the hub in the middle are all fused together. I think 2 slightly different kinds of plastic, but they're fused together. It means that the tyre is actually smaller in comparison to the hub, which makes them a little bit more accurate. There was a great Brickset article about this, so if you fancy checking that out, head over to Brickset or search for that. But yeah, they look really good. They roll really smoothly, just on Technic pins. But you know, it works really well. I really like the modularity of the Speed Champions pieces that were created. You know, both the 6-wide and the new 8-wide versions, which allow for a lot of different cars to be made. You wouldn't know they were made on the same sort of basis. So yeah, that is the Koenigsigg Jesko or Jesko. It's a really nice car and a really nice model. I just couldn't resist it. If I had a couple of criticisms, it would possibly be that the front doesn't look quite as good as the back, and also a perennial problem with Lego nowadays is the printing of white. It just doesn't match the white bricks. You can argue which one of them is more white overall, but you know, they should just decide, and seeing as it's harder to change the bricks, they should really try and get that printing to match up, because this is really meant to continue all around there. And you know, if you sort of squint, it looks like it, but if you don't, it just looks like you know, stickers on the windscreen or something, which is a shame. That is a shame. But yeah, that is the Koenigsigg Jesko. I will just quickly show you the box and the spare pieces. So we get the usual amount of spare pieces that you would expect. You know, small pieces. The wheel inserts actually come in a pack of 8 with 2 different designs. I've put the ones on that are suggested, but you also get these with the thinner and more spokes on them. Normal spare pieces, yeah, nothing too fancy. There's a spare unprinted grey microphone, which someone might feel is useful, along with a spare visor for the driver's helmet. I showed you the sticker sheet. This is the box. It's just a standard new single car Speed Champions box. It does include a picture of the real car on the back just there. If I close it up, I've actually lost that tab, but you can see how streamlined the real car is. So it's up to your taste whether you think Lego achieved it or not. The instructions are normal, as you would expect, just standard. There is a QR code there if you want to scan that for the Lego app. No idea if there's anything on there extra, but yeah, it looks really good. I am quite tempted by some of the other ones of this range. They're not actually showing them in here, which is surprising. There's a few other ones which look pretty nice as well. Remains to be seen if I'll get them. It was just one of those things where I thought, you know, why not get something that's a little bit different? It's not Harry Potter, it's not Star Wars, and yeah, something that was really a joy to build. So if you're looking for a nice, not difficult, but an interesting set to put together, I would definitely go for this one. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. It's always appreciated. I'm now a Lego affiliate member. I've got an affiliate link, which I'll put in the description below. So if you're thinking of buying this or any other Lego set from lego.com, you can just click on the link and I will earn a small amount of commission if you make a purchase. That would be really appreciated and will help me make more videos like this. So thank you very much. And until next time, have a good one. Bye.